Hello, 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 and welcome to Workouts for Older Men Live. I am 𝗪𝗶𝘶𝗵. So glad you're joining me. When you come on, say hello, hello, hello. That's our Workouts for Older Men Live greeting. Let me know if you're watching me on Facebook or you're watching me on YouTube. Maybe you're on all of my social media platforms at one time or another. They all have a different flavor approach. All right. So make sure you're on my TikTok at 𝗪𝗶𝘶𝗵, Instagram 𝗪𝗶𝘶𝗵, again, Facebook and YouTube at 𝗪𝗶𝘶𝗵 page for my Facebook page. Post your questions in the comment section too. I may get to it as we go live, as I come to you a little bit these days, a little bit in the morning and a little bit every night, catching both shifts. Hopefully, one of these shifts is convenient for you. I'm going about 4:30 in the so in the morning, and about 4:30 or so at night. That's Pacific time, right? Maybe one of these shifts or where you can join me. All right. Hey, in this video, I want to talk about changing the shape of a particular body part. Let's just say your bicep. That's a popular one. You want a big peak on your bicep. How do you change that shape of that muscle? What are the exercises? How many of these exercises should you do? What is the volume? What's the rep range of these exercises that will change the shape of your muscle? Let's just say biceps. You want a fuller look. Maybe your biceps are flat and you want a peak. Maybe it's your chest. Maybe it's lagging the upper chest and you want to do some upper chest exercises, or inner pec, or outer pec, or lower pec, or a mid pec, or mid lower pec, or lower middle, halfway in between lower middle back. What exercises will target that so you can shape that chest like nice, like you're molding clay. So at the end, they can be like Arnold's full chest, right? How do you change the shape of that muscle group that you just want to improve? All right, I want to talk about that and a lot more. Hey, getting a lot of men kind of they are coming to me and they're filling out the questionnaire. I've got a questionnaire that I want you to go fill out. And yeah, right here at skiplacour.com/free-coaching. Fill out that questionnaire. Fill it out thoroughly. Tell me what you're all about, where you're going, where you've been, what your goals are. All right. What you've done in the past. I'm giving away free 1 hour, 1 hour coaching sessions. 10. I awarded one today. I was moved by the story. I'll probably call you, um, get a feel of where you're at, see if I can help you, see if this will be just what you need, a powerful session. I'll give you the VIP treatment, the full coaching in 1 hour that I give my paying clients. The call will be recorded, or we'll schedule the time. But you got to start off by filling that questionnaire at skiplacour.com/free-coaching. Fill that out. Right? You still have time. All right, so let's talk about changing the shape of your muscles, like that peak on the bicep. If yours is flat, if you got happens when we get old, right? The chest seems to flatten. If you've worked out early in life, it seems to maybe lower a little, right? And you want it, um, maybe up and fuller. Could be any body part. Maybe you're just not that wide, right? And so maybe you should do wide pull downs for your back, because wide would make you wider, right? All right. Or all these type of things that you hear. What muscles, what exercise you do to change the shape of your muscles, right? Now, when I answer this question, it kind of I'm fascinated with why, when you want this badly and there's all this information available, what's preventing you from grasping the information you need? Is it because it's bad information? Is it because you have bad fitness influencers? Right? What is the challenge of getting the information that you need? Some people, maybe they're not as studied as you, or maybe as determined. Somehow they can look so great where you can't. And you've been doing this maybe a long time. You put a lot of effort into it. Right? See, there's certain things that they may not work as far as training or eating, but it sounds really good. And if you were to do that, it just makes you feel like you're paying the price. You're suffering. You're leaving no stone unturned. You're willing to do the work. That's a great feeling. That's a sense of control that you can change your destiny with just enough work. That hope sometimes, whether it ever pays off or not, to some men, that's really comforting. And to believe that, at 55 years old, if you work really hard and eat right, you can gain 20 rock solid pounds of muscle in the next year. Or if your biceps are flat, you can do a combination of exercises, and you can change that shape, change that chest. Just believing that these exercises will work and then going to work may never happen, but it gives you a sense of control. There's a lot of things like that in fitness that it seems complicated, so it must be better. It's something different than the basics. So this may be the thing that finally breaks you to the next level. And so, yeah, again, there's a benefit just by feeling in control and going to work at it, right? But the challenge is sometimes our level of intensity and our willingness to do the hard work. It's not mentally and emotionally sustainable if we don't get the results. So sometimes the hard truth is tell you how it really works right from the beginning. For some men, that's a kick in the gut to know that no matter how hard they work at 55 years old, they're not going to gain 20 pounds of rock solid muscle. They may gain a little muscle and a lot of fat and be bigger in their shirts. And they want to believe that's muscle, but it's not going to happen that way. Sometimes they think, well, why am I even lifting? Right? If you can't have it all. Well, that's not good if you take it that way. But what's the right balance of what's realistic, how it really happens? But you stay empowered and you stay in control. So you do become your best. I'm telling you this, that, we're all genetically shaped a certain way. Now, we won't know what that shape, that muscle is. We won't really know what it is until we do accomplish a couple of things that take a lot of work. All right. And both of them. And one is, that we gain a fair amount of muscle because we don't know how your muscle is going to be shaped. I remember, as a bodybuilder, young teenagers would say, hey, look at this picture. Been training for 6 months. By their own admission, they haven't gained a lot of muscle yet. Hey, you think I can be a bodybuilder, pro bodybuilder, a really good competitive bodybuilder? And really, it's like, I don't want to do the work if you don't think I can do it. Please tell me I can. I want to do the work or whatever, right? Nobody can tell me. You got to see how the muscles develop. Same thing with you. The shape that one, you don't really know. Right. And the second thing, it's really important that you're lean enough. 22% body fat, which is better than most. That's not really good enough to see what a body part really looks like your chest. Trust me, even when you're older and you seem to kind of have man boob-ish, you're not fat, but it seems to droop. All right. Differently than when you were younger. And that's getting lean. You get lean enough, it doesn't have to look that way. Right. It's tougher to get leaner there, for example, than when you were younger. But you want to see what your biceps really look like. I mean, maximize their growth with consistency and training with progressive overload, knowing how to train, challenging yourself, giving yourself enough time with that consistent work, right? And then getting lean enough so you see it, right? Well, I mean, if this is what you want to do, right? Well under that 20%, where the skin is thin, you can see the striations on your shoulder. If that's what you want, flat stomach, certainly, if not some abs, then you'll start seeing what your shape really is. See, it's my belief that even if you don't have a chest as full as Arnold or those big peaks on the bicep, that knowing that you did what you must and you see the improvement, even if you never get to what you imagined you wanted, you'll be happy with the progress that you've made in the way it looks. When you do those two things, you know what you're doing, you maximize the muscle growth, and you get lean enough to show what you have. But you're not going to change the shape. I know it, again, people don't want to hear that. Hey, I don't, if someone's certain, I'm not going to challenge those beliefs. I don't need to win over you. Right. But if I post a certain thing because it's just 33 years of experience, and trust me, there isn't anybody, as I pretty much gave up my life to be the best on stage for many, many years. Right. If there was an avenue to do it, I would do it. It wasn't like, oh, never heard of that. I didn't feel like doing that. Oh, that would have worked. There's nothing like that. And for the top bodybuilders, whatever you think of a typical bodybuilder, intelligent, but they're dedicated to that. You think they just missed? Oh, all I had to do was pullovers and that upper chest would have filled out. All I had to do was concentration curls and I would have had a peak biceps like, I don't know, Robbie Robinson, right? No, it's not like that. But if it gives you a sense to grow, do it. I don't have anything, you on the internet and you're feeling comfortable and you feel it works, hey, I don't need to win over you. I don't have to prove you of anything. I don't have to convert you to my way of thinking. Just telling you what I know. If you want to believe it differently because that serves you, I want you to win. All right. But it's interesting. Like I say some things that I learned in 33 years. I know they're not popular. The easiest thing is just tell you what you want to hear. Right. And then they'll give me their opinion. It isn't like I've been doing this for 33 years. You don't think I thought that way once, or I tried that way, or I explored that avenue that they're saying? It's nothing new that they invented. It just doesn't work that way. Right. And then but I'm not going to let them post a counter view that people are going to read and let it go unchallenged, especially if it's directly opposite what I just said. Right. I owe a service to make it less confusing if I'm going to take time to post it to my audience. If you want to go post that on your website, and I'll go on your website and I'll confuse the people who follow you. Right. But as far as winning over you, hey, if it works, it works. I'm just trying to tell you how this really works, simplify the process in your frustration, confusion, overwhelm. But I don't want to rock your sense of certainty is the most important. That sense of control that you can be better and you have the path is really important to the process too. All right. Good day, Richard. Hello, Lex. Hello. Hello, Raul. All right. I train my shoulder once a week. Daniel, hello. You're welcome, sir. All right. So, hey, reach out to me if you want this individual attention. I throw it out there and people, no, I agree with that. I've heard that before. I don't agree with that. Right. These videos, no matter how productive I want them to be, I think that they really serve is help you focus on what you want. It stimulates your brain on something that's important to you. But as far as changing habits, really tough. That's why I just love the one-on-one coaching, how I just change men's lives, the ones who are really serious and willing to suspend their imagination, their current beliefs if they're not getting what they want. All right. If you want to enter to win a free coaching session, go to skiplacour.com/free-coaching. That's going to do it for this Workouts for Older Men Live. Let's take on the day with a sense of urgency. We have to when we're a little bit older. We've got more time behind us than we do in front of us. Have a great day.